Well, I thank you for what you have, the issue you have raised. Science is very pervasive in its application. Whether you talk of security, yes. You talk of employment, yes. You talk of economy, yes. But are we, as a nation, really promoting science to achieve those objectives? Are we putting enough money into? Science is just like it's not like a construction roads. It's not like building houses, which you see physically, and which if you put enough money today, tomorrow you can see people on the road walking. Science depends on research and development, which has a gestation period, depending on what you are looking at. So I want to tell you that not enough money has been committed to science and technology. If you look at it, what we committed so far is less than 1% of in fact, less than 0.5% of our GDP. So, whereas countries like China, like um, uh, Russia, like US are committing as high as 3% of their GDP. So, if we are not committing enough money to it, you can hardly find it difficult. We find it, being. But then, the other thing is that we do not have the private sector that is ready to partner with the public with our R&D. Because when you do research, you need the private sector to commercialize it, to take it to town. So, but when you don't have that type of public, the private sector, it's very difficult. It is when science and technology, when we do science, we develop what we a product or a service, and it becomes a commercializable product. You need the private sector now to take it over. And when it takes it over, it improves the economy, it will create jobs. And when you have employment, you create security. So this is a link, there's a link between the three. So we need to put in more money into science and technology. Every year, the Ministry of Science and Technology does what we call an exhibition, showing to the world what the ministry has been able to achieve. And I thought in a situation like that, what we expect is for the private sector to pick up some of these products and commercialize it. But it doesn't happen. So this is the problem.